guys, it's Kimberly. Welcome if you are new or welcome back, and I'm here for my YouTube video. So what I am going to do today is basically just another what I watched in that month, another monthly watch list video. I did try a new hairstyle. I don't know what I think about it. I think I like it, but who knows? Maybe I'm gonna like hate it and cry later because I look ugly. Who knows? Don't mind the little bag in my room. Yeah. But I'm just gonna list everything I watched, which was a pretty good month. I watched 34 movies, so we have a lot to talk about today. And okay. But yeah, so social medias are right here, and let's just get started. Okay, so the first movie that I watched was Trick or Treat, and I've been wanting to watch this movie forever. And let me just say that it did not disappoint at all. Basically, I watched this forever ago, but I didn't know it was like an anthology movie, which had like different stories or whatever, and it kind of made me mad, so I was like really confused. But then I just now rewatched it like the first of this month or whatever, and I really do like it. It is a really good Halloween movie. I love Sam. It's kind of like you have like the rules of like Halloween. If you don't follow them, Sam's gonna come after you. And then we have this one with I think vampires like to dress as like Disney princesses, and this one of like these little like teenagers like listen to like a legend about kids on a bus, which the legend was kind of sad. And then we have another one about a principal, and then guy next door. So I think it's really cool. I like how it does it, how like it shows stuff and it's like hours earlier, and like I don't know how to explain it, but I really like what they did with this movie. And it was announced that the second one's coming out, so I really hope they do the first one justice. So yeah, so I gave that an 8 out of 10, and you have to rent it, but it's really good. And then I watched Pet. So this movie was very, very weird. It's about this guy, and he likes this girl, and he like stalks her or whatever, but then she like turns him down, so he kidnaps her, and then keeps her in like the basement of his job he works at, basically treats her like a dog, and it's just very weird. It wasn't what I thought it would be. I was afraid it would be like sexual assault or something, but there wasn't. But it just turns into something really weird, and it's on Amazon Prime. But that's a 6.5 out of 10. It has Jeanette McCurdy in it, which I love seeing her in like movies, so I thought that was really interesting how they did that. And then have you watched Incident in Ghostland? So I finally understood it, which I'm not gonna like spoil it, but I didn't understand something, like the twist, whatever. I didn't fully understand the twist, but then watching it again, I really did like it. And I love just like the interpretations of the movies and what they think about the ending, how people like interpret it. I do really like it. It's from the same guy who made Murders, but it's like disturbing and weird, and it's just it's out there, but I did really like it. It's Shudder Original, but it's on Netflix. And that was a 9.5 out of 10. And then I watched Halloween Town. Basically, it's about these like kids, and they're going like this in Halloween Town and like sneak onto the bus, but then like someone's trying to take over Halloween Town, so they have to like save it. It's a really good movie. I think I've seen the first two. I see the first one like every year, but I don't think I've ever seen the last. But this year I'm determined to watch all of them. So yeah, so that was a 9 out of 10. And then we watched Yellowstone, which is a TV series, and it does come back. I think season 5 or 6 is in. It's coming back in November, and if you have Peacock Premium, that's where I watched it. But it's just really good. I'm not explaining much about the Dutton Ranch and just them dealing with everything on Dutton. If you see American Horror Story, some like characters kind of show up. Like Jamie, he was in it, and then I don't know what character it was, but he was in the newest season where he played President Eisenhower, so I thought that was cool, and it's really cool, and I like it. And then we watched 47 Meters Down. That is on Hulu, and it has Claire Holt. And again, I think this is like the third time I've watched it, and one day I would love to go like in a Shark Tank, so I feel like that'd be fun. But then at the same time, I'm a wuss and watch this movie. I don't know if I ever could, but it's very kind of like claustrophobic because they're in just this one scene, and then when like they're swimming up, I had like a scene with the sharks or whatever, and it was just kind of like made my anxiety go up. But it was really good. I gave that an 8 out of 10. And then I finished American Horror Story Season 2, which I gave that season, like, just a 9 out of 10. So, yeah, you can see it on Hulu. And then American Horror Story, new season 11 is coming out on the 19th of October. So I'm super excited to do this. So you guys should tell me if you would want to have, like, a season review, like a season review on it or not. Because it was, I don't know, but if you guys would like that, I can put it down. And then I watched 31 again, which that's very weird. It's made by Rob Zombie, so if you see Rob Zombie, just think about a whole bunch of, like, nudity, and that was, like, kind of annoying. I think it's how, like, these carnival workers, and they basically, like, get kidnapped, and they have, like, this fight of games. They have, like, 12 hours, and if they can, like, if they don't die in 12 hours, these, like, monsters not monsters, but these, like, people trying to kill them, they die. Well, they live. But I've really liked how it kind of showed, like, the people doing it were, like, normal people, and that was, like, kind of, like, scary. Like, it wasn't, like, it was, like, a monster or a serial killer or, like, Freddy Krueger or something like that. Like, it's normal, everyday people that you see every day. So I think that's what made it even more scarier. But I gave that an 8 out of 10. And then I watched End of the Road. So I was, like, really excited for this. I was like, this is going to look so good. This is going to be so fun. I'm going to love it. And I didn't really like it. There was some parts that were cool, but it's just, I feel like the plot was really interesting. I feel like it wasn't executed in the right way. But basically it's about this family, and they move from, like, California to, I don't know. I want to say Mexico, but I don't think that's right, like, at all. But then what happens is they end up witnessing a murder, and they end up stealing something. So the guy who murdered them was kind of, like, after them, trying to get it back. It has Whoopi, I don't know her name, but I liked her in it. And it was really good. Not, oh my god, why did I say that? I didn't like it. It's on Netflix, but I give that a 7 out of 10. And then I watched The Hunger Games, The Mockingjay Part 1. This one, I think I like the second, no. Yeah, I like the second one more just because it has more, and I don't know. I guess when they're not in the games, I'm kind of bored. But, whatever. That was an 8 out of 10. I think they're all on Amazon Prime right now, so you should watch them as soon as it comes. And then we have Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2. So I give that a 7 out of 10, which I don't know why, because I liked it more than Hunger Games Part 1. So I'm just going to pretend that Part 1 is 7 out of 10, and then Part 2 is an 8 out of 10. But yeah, so that's the same thing, but it's weird. It's not it's different, like, than the other two, and I think it was, like, a really good, like, ending to the series, but it was just kind of boring and slow. And then I finally watched the 2018 version of Halloween. I've been dying to watch it, and it was really, really good. It made me really mad how, like, the mom was mad at, like Lori showed. She's like, oh, just getting over it. It was years ago. But, like, I'm just saying, like, if you're babysitting someone, and then all of a sudden some killer comes and tries to kill you and kills all of your friends, you're not gonna just get over it. And I think, like she was just getting ready because she knew he was gonna come back. And I just want to say that the mother should be very happy that she was getting ready for Michael to come back, because guess what? Michael did come back. So, yeah, the mom just made me really mad. And honestly, she's a Karen. I think her name Karen is, well, it fits her. So I didn't like her. Sorry. So that was a 9 out of 10. And then I watched Cobra Kai Season 5. So good. I love this show. I haven't seen the Karate Kid series, so I was like, oh, it's going to be, like, stupid. But it's really cool. In Mockingjay, if we're not, like, Hunger Games, Hamish kind of reminds me of Johnny from Cobra Kai, so I love that. And it's just, I like what they did with the new season. I'm not gonna, like, spoil it, but you should watch it. It's on Netflix, and there's, like, 10 episodes, and, like half an hour, maybe, like, 45 minutes for the last one, but it's so good. And then we have Chucky Season 1. I love this show. My friend Kenzie has been, like, bugging me to watch it, like, you have to watch it, and I've just been like, no, but I got Peacock and was like, well, might as well. And I love it. Literally tomorrow, 9 o'clock at night, Season 2 premieres, and I'm so excited. The show is so good. I feel like every time you make a show off a whole bunch of movies, it's just stupid, but I just love what they did with it. And I love how it, like, follows, like, right after Call of Chucky. So it's just a really, really good show. And I give that an 8.5 out of 10. And then I finally watched Ready or Not, which I really liked. So I didn't know what to expect, but I'm so happy that I watched it, and I will definitely watch it again. About this woman, and she gets married on the wedding night. She has to play like hide and seek with like the in-laws, but what she doesn't know and soon learns is that they have to actually kill her, and it's so bizarre, just what they do and everything. And it does do like some devil worship, which I didn't know, but I think it was kind of interesting. I would love to like if you guys have watched this way, like I wish it would have ended. That would have been like making it like kind of better, but I still really liked it. But that was an 8.5 out of 10. And then I watched Annabelle Creation. This one I was very bored. I feel like the ending made up for it, but I was just very bored. I didn't like this one. It just wasn't. I didn't like it. I think it was a prequel to Annabelle, and I liked how they did that, and how Annabelle like what it did with it, but it was just very boring. But I give that a 6.5 out of 10. And that is on HBO Max. All like the Conjuring movies on HBO Max. And then I watched Mother. So again, I didn't want to watch this one only because I know that I only watched it to like Jennifer Lawrence, but it was very difficult to watch. One, it was very slow. Two, if you're an introvert like me, like having like the people like come in her house and destroy her house that she has worked so hard on really like stressed me out. And I hated the killers. I hated like all of them. I was like, oh my god, like it like made me angry, and like the ending really was like disturbing. Like I had to look away, and it was just horrible. And I give that a 6.5 out of 10. And then I watched Jeepers Creepers because I was like, new one's coming out. I got myself into it. And so I just want to say something, which I think I said it before, but I do understand about what the director has done. I thought it was after he made the movies, but I just found out it was before. But I feel like as long as it isn't like shown in it and I'm able to like separate it, then I will still watch these movies. But if I have known, I know for a fact, if I have known what the director did, I would never have watched these movies. So I completely understand why people don't want to watch these movies, and I hope you guys can just not be rude and disrespectful and basically tell me I'm a bad person just because I still watch them and that I still like them. But I just wanted to get it out there. But again, it was really, it's like, it's difficult. It's slow, and then it's like fast paced in the beginning, but then it kind of gets slower. But it's like, I don't know, I like it. I think it's just a good movie. I think the whole like thing about it is like, day comes every 23 years, 23 days. The new one just came out, so I'm really excited to go and see that. I get that an 8 out of 10. And then I finally watched Midsummer. So I did watch it halfway before, and I was like, thought it was really boring. So I rewatched it. I think I liked it more. I was very confused on it. Like, it was just very like artistic, which that's what A24 is. But it was like okay. My one question is, I haven't seen it, just skip past. But would you count Christian as cheating? Because technically he was drugged, so he didn't exactly know what was going on. But you could tell he was happily doing what he did. So it has me very torn on if he was cheating or if he was just, you know. But I give that a 7 out of 10. And then I watched X. So I rewatched it just because I watched it before. I was like, this movie is stupid, but I thought I should give it a second try. And I did like it more this time. I still don't love it. I hate that I don't like it as much as I want to. Just because I see how hyped up it is. And I was like really hoping to like it. And I don't. But I really love Max. I'm so excited to watch Pearl. It's a decent movie. I'll give that an 8 out of 10. And then I rewatched Fear. I love this movie. I probably shouldn't like it as much as I do, but I really do like it. It was on Peacock, but they took it off. But it's about this 16-year-old, and her name is Nicole. And then she means, I think this like 21-year-old, and I forget his name, but he becomes like very like possessive of her. and it's like the ending is a little bit like hard to watch, but it's just really good. I like this movie. I love Reese Witherspoon. This is like a really good movie, and yeah, I feel like I shouldn't like it as much as I do, but I give that an 8.5 out of 10. And then I watched Kid 2 New Generation. That's on Tubi. Haven't wanted to watch it forever because I really like this movie. I can't tell if I like this one or this first one movie better, but it still was just really good. So that was a 10 out of 10. And then I watched Annabelle Comes Home. So that movie I liked way better than Annabelle Creation. It had Madison Iceman, and I really liked her in it. And I really liked how it wasn't just Annabelle. It was also like the other things too. And I just really liked it, and I thought it was really cool. And I loved what they did with the whole like her friend losing her dad, and like first I was like, oh my god, that friend's so stupid, but then I was like, she wanted to make contact with her dad or talk to her dad, which I'm not gonna say why, but I thought it was a really, really good movie. So that's an 8.5 out of 10. And then I watched Forrest Gump. I have never seen it before, so it was very cool to see where a lot of references came from. Like, I'm always like run Forrest run, but I didn't know that's where it came from. So I thought that was really cool. It was just such a cute movie. I feel like I'd watch it again if like when I have kids, I like to watch that with them. But that was an 8.5 out of 10. And then I watched Beast. So again, I was very excited for this movie, like so excited. And then I was so bored. Like, I don't know what it was. It was just very slow, and I didn't really care that much about the characters. Like, they were just blah. And it just, like, I thought it was really cool, like, going in Africa and you get attacked by a lion. Like, I thought that was like a really cool thing, but it's just very slow, and I didn't like it. So I give that a 6 out of 10. And then we watched Ugly Truth, which was so good. It's just funny, and I probably should be like offended by some of the things I say, but it's just funny. Like, about this guy, and he basically says like the ugly truth about like women and men and whatever, and but like just propose a girl and they have to like work together, and he puts like his insights to help her get like a guy. And it's just really funny. It's a cute romance. I like it. I don't know. 9.5 out of 10. And then we watched Redemption at Easter. This movie. It's on Plex. 2 hours. I say don't waste your time. It felt like a student film. And it was just very dumb and bad. And it was supposed to be a Christian movie, but I just didn't feel like it. Like, the woman lost her husband, and I think like a month later, she married someone else. And it was just, I can understand what they were trying to do, but it wasn't good. So I got 4 out of 10. And then I watched Us. We watched it. I did like it more than last time, but I do like Get Out more. But I liked it. I gave that an 8.5 out of 10. I think it's really cool if they do like the doppelgangers and everything, and it's just so cool. It's about like this family, and they go on a trip, but like people like coming after them and it like look exactly like them. So I thought that was really cool, and it wasn't just them who had the doppelganger, so it was like everyone. So I really liked that. So I was an 8.5 out of 10. And then I watched Nope, and all I gotta say for this movie is nope. I just didn't like it. I was bored, very confused. I didn't like it. A lot of things with Jordan Peele is I didn't like Us and Get Out first, and then I had to rewatch it, and I really liked them. So I'm gonna wait like a couple months, like 4 or 5 months, and then I'm gonna rewatch Nope, and then see if I feel better about it. But I just give that a 6 out of 10. And then I watched Jeepers Creepers 2. So I like this one. I like it more than the first one, only just because there's like more going on. But they're on like a school bus, so it was like more, and the guys are just really hot. I just like what they do with like I don't want to spoil it, but I kind of like what they did with the ending, and it was just 9.5 out of 10. And then I rewatched Hellfest, which was such a good movie. It was on Netflix, but it got taken off. But I do recommend you watch it. It's just basically they go to like a haunted attraction place, but there's actually like a serial killer there. So I think it's really cool. I just recently like watched the movie, so bought the movie, so I thought I'd watch it again. But that was a 9.5 out of 10. And then I watched Goosebumps. So I didn't like Champ. He just got on my nerves. I feel like they tried like really hard to like try to make like a funny character that I just got annoyed with him. And it just, I don't know, like I thought I liked it more, but then rewatching it, it really like made me mad and frustrated something. I don't know. I still give that an 8 out of 10. And then I watched Hocus Pocus. Everyone knows what that is. If you have not seen it and if you do not like it, go to Disney Plus right now and watch it. 10 out of 10. And then, the final movie I watched was Hocus Pocus 2. And let me just say, wow. I love the movie. I love what they did with it. I love the direction they went. I thought the trailer was going away too much, but like, the trailer only showed like half movie, then like it like switched into something else. And a lot of people hate it, but like that's just because they're stupid and they don't understand like good things when it slaps them in the face. So good. I will be doing a whole like review on it, I think next week. But that was 9 out of 10, and yeah, that's all I watched. I think it was a good month. Now I'm really happy going to spooky month. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you guys next week.